don't think you
Irv has
have.
never been to this
Yeah.
city.
Right.
I was just
See,
saying about my amulet.
Perfect. This gives me
Your
time to get my
amulet?
own.
Yeah. Are we
On.
keying all this purchasing, or are we just buying
I
it?
typically leave that up to you guys because some people enjoy interacting with shopkeepers and others simply want to get a transaction done.
I am an
If you
enjoyer.
want to try to haggle, you can.
I don't think Marilyn would be very good at that unless one of these shopkeepers owes her a favor or something.
We have not established that as a fact, so none of them owe her a favor.
Right.
I was gonna go to this pawn shop owner that conveniently has a sign that says pawn shop owner on his booth and say, how you doing?
He's looking at you like, I've never seen a helmet like that before.
I've never seen a wig like that before. Just joking.
Roll initiative. This is one of those. This is one of those retired 20th level adventurer shopkeepers who's going to turn you inside out.
Yeah. That's
I
fine.
can confirm he's not 20th level, guys.
I was gonna say he's gonna like knock on his dome and say, "Yep, get that a lot, but it's not for sale." And he's gonna like give him some finger guns.
I'm gonna shoot him.
I do have a pistol.
with starlight from your fingertips.
Just throw my magic arrow at him. I'm also gonna say, Arv's gonna like turn his bow around so the string isn't on his chest; it's the other side. The string's on his back. And say, I'm looking for a marketplace with more exotic inventory, and he's gonna flick him a piece of gold.
All right, go ahead and roll charisma with advantage.
My best trait.
You guys badly need a bard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I ain't
We-
one of those.
Oh,
we literally
yeah.
just need one character with an acceptable charisma score. That's really
Wait,
all we
wait.
need.
Arcanine.
Yeah, but he's
No, we
he's
don't.
getting stolen.
There's 15 hours left.
Stolen.
Anyway,
Stolen?
he says, well, I could tell by your magical gear there. You're definitely a discerning gentleman.
That's me.
He's going to cast a spell. And when he does this, you're going to see him put a finger up to his temple and then slowly draw the finger away. And between his finger and the temple, there will be this glowing string.
Ooh.
I'm going to take this string and give it over to you. He says, right there is everything you need to know. Go ahead and press that string up to your own head, and you should know where to go.
This guy's literally Dumbledore. I will press my string up to my head and say, thank you, and flick him another piece of gold. So I'm just
String worms
distinguished
its way
gentleman.
inside of your head, takes your gold, says, thank you, sir, and good hunting.
Huh.
So what does the string
When you
do?
press the string up to your head, it kind of slithers inside, and you now know something you didn't know before. The
So is it a
location
thought
of
string?
what?
Is it a thought string?
It is.
Ah.
Core memory
He's
unlocked.
using the spell encode thoughts.
That's pretty
And,
spicy.
kind of a cool way to ship around information.
It is cool.
Cantrip too, so maybe you can stop taking cantrips that don't exist and start taking cool ones that do.
I might have to look into that.
I'm not sure if druids can do it though.
Anyway,
Anyway, you now know the location of the secret black market.
Look at me. I will turn my bow back around the proper way and head back to the boys and say that I'm going on a little shopping trip. If anyone wants to join me. Same kind of shopping trip I got this bow from. Have you
I'll
seen
go
my
on a black-
bone?
I'll go on a black market shopping trip with the spaceman. This shouldn't be a trip at all.
I will also go. Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, my boy.
Hi.
I'd
You
rather
guys,
be in the black market than not.
You guys might see Arcanon go off on his own.
Stolen.
Stolen.
Now, before the session, I worked out with Arcanon and with Raoul and Mayorwin. They're on little side trips. I want you guys to decide whether those side trips have already occurred or whether they are about to occur.
I'm assuming they're occurring
yes.
while people are shopping.
I feel like Merwin and Ral would have done their thing right away.
Well,
I don't know.
Canonically, this is the first thing Arv would have done, but that also doesn't really matter.
Okay. I want to go to the black market, so
I
we
would go black market.
yeah, so we could do our thing,
Listen.
pretend that happened after this.
And then, just in case you need some extra gold, you have it. All right.
That'll work out.
I will lead
The entire party going to the black market then.
Not Arcanon.
Not Arcanon.
Not Arcanon. What about Fibic and Hephaestus?
Yeah, Fibic and Hephaestus would.
That would have been interesting to see
Fibic
the.
is invisible. Remember, it's been a while, but
Oh.
Fibic is a wanted man by multiple parties.
Perfect.
Oh, should he go with you guys?
That can't end badly at all.
Okay, were we in an inn or something? Because maybe Fibic will just stay back at the end if that's the case.
You guys haven't not visited an inn? I'm not
There's
sure
a-
who else was here. I think it might just be Fibic and Raoul. Yeah, Fibic and Raoul. You know that Jane's parents live here, not far from here.
Oh man.
They are probably unaware that their daughter has been kidnapped by cultists.
And they don't need to know.
Well, they were really nice and fed us bacon, so they don't need to know.
So
Yeah.
if we don't want them to know, maybe Fibic shouldn't go there either.
Yeah, let's leave them to their ignorance for a little while.
In that case, you could go
Fibic will just
hide
follow
out.
behind and not say anything. Not even make a peep. He'll follow closely behind.
Another important reminder, Hephaestus is a sight to see in any place.
Sure, so would this guy be in the black market. That would be interesting.
Obviously, dragons unnerve people, and they're also quite valuable.
Oh, I thought he's also invisible.
No, just you.
Oh, then,
Invisible.
okay, what are we doing, guys? Fibic can't go anywhere. Fibic and Hephaestus are now banned everywhere in the universe, it seems.
This
You
is how
should-
Quorum and his
you want the
zombies
right
feel.
company.
You could wait outside the city in some cave.
Execute Order 66.
Yeah, do a Nephi and his brothers thing.
Yeah.
Brittany was
Good.
making a reference to my own character in her campaign who sat outside the city for
Oh,
A
you know
long
what?
time.
But also, it's like viable option.
Merwin will beckon Fibic into like a dark alley or something and offer him a needle.
I'm down for
yes.
dark alleys.
A needle that you just picked up off the ground as he watched you.
It's my unattuned masquerade tattoo, so he can disguise himself.
Sure.
Definitely doesn't have diseases on it.
Right?
Should we disguise the dragon or Fibic if Fibic's invisible?
Yeah, Fibic. You probably don't need to disguise Fibic.
Alright. Would the tattoo work on a dragon?
yeah, it would.
Okay.
Yo, humanoid
Into a dark alley and offer him a needle.
humanoid
Does it have to be a-
Hephaestus.
Wait, I gotta check. Masquerade tattoo, if it has to be a humanoid or if it just has to be a creature.
What age do
Huh?
dragons learn to polymorph themselves? Or is that just metallic dragons?
That's just metallic dragons, and it takes hundreds of years.
Okay.
Although, we know that Hephaestus is aging unnaturally quickly.
He's a freak.
He's like the clone
Like
troopers in
me.
Star Wars. As far as I can tell, the tattoo should work on the dragon.
Okay, so Marin will just say, Hephaestus, I have something to disguise you if you wish.
Festus says that it might be the only way.
Okay, so Marin will say, are you familiar with a masquerade tattoo?
And Festus is gonna turn his head and say, no, I'm afraid I'm not.
Well, she'll say, I hope you don't mind needles then. She'll basically say it's a temporary, if I'm remembering this right from what I read on the description, it is a tattoo that you attune to temporarily, and you hold the needle to your skin where you want the tattoo to appear in order for the attunement to occur. If your attunement to the tattoo ends, the tattoo vanishes and the needle reappears in your space. And it can look like whatever you want because it's awesome. And you use it to disguise yourself. It's a DC 13 to discern the disguise. So.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Is this the disguise self spell?
It is. I just posted the complete text of that spell.
Okay, so this is the one where it doesn't change you. Actually, it just looks like it changed you. Because Hephaestus walks on all fours, doesn't he?
So he'd have to take the form of a dog or something.
Oh, that yeah, okay.
What the dog doing?
Sorry for the lack of
the dog doing? I can't, man.
To discern that you are disguised, a creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an intelligence investigation check against your spell save DC, which is 13, I think.
Well, wait. If the dragon's attuning to it, wouldn't it be his spell save DC?
I don't know.
I believe so.
Let me check.
Because he's technically
Tattoos
casting
often
the
come with
quote
their
unquote
own.
spell.
Yeah, the tattoo says it's a DC 13 to discern the disguise. It's
Yeah.
magic items differ whether they run off of your DC or their own DC. This one has its own set one. It's 13.
So anyway, if he wants that to become a dog or something, he can use it.
All right, Curtis. I don't know how you want to keep track of Hephaestus's inventory, but however you're doing it, he now has a disguised elf tattoo. It comes in needle form. He can apply it to his skin, and it'll become a tattoo. And then he can remove it from his skin, and it'll become a needle again.
Marin will just say, "I want that back when you're done, mind." It's hilarious. It works on my brother.
And he says, certainly. And how long does it last?
Until you end it, I think.
Oh.
The disguise self spell lasts for 1 hour. And you can use it once a day.
I mean, if Festus would just use it right away, then just, I mean, go into a dark.
First.
Oh, okay. I guess he'd go into a dark alley and attune to it.
Do you have to? He's going to be in a dark alley for like an hour, tuning to this random.
Pressing a needle up to his skin in the dark alley.
How long does it take to attune to?
Attunement always takes an hour.
Alright. Well.
Per item, so.
Still, if we're going into the black market, it might be worthwhile. But Archon's time is ticking, so it's whatever y'all want to do. We could say Merwin gave it to him before she left with Growl.
Oh, wait. I have a potion of invisibility. Do you guys want it?
Do you want to use it on this? That works. Oh,
What do we think?
Yeah, if you want.
I don't know. It's kind of expensive.
Oh,
Oh,
well.
well.
I mean,
It's
not worth
probably
anything
best.
if you never use it.
Not that we're low on.
It is probably best to put Hephaestus with
Down.
Arcanon or in a hotel or something. Like, yes, but no.
Vivek can get on Hephaestus' shoulders and wear a trench coat.
Wait, I like this plan. Hold on.
I can also. Oh wait, no. Hephaestus is medium now. I can't really do anything about him now. Can't put him in my pocket.
Significantly
yeah, put
larger
him in a
than
little
50.
bag like a lapdog.
One of the cool things of having the Dragon Rider character be small is that you can ride Hephaestus now. You don't have to wait until he's a young dragon. The Wormling works fine.
Why don't you guys go flight practicing in the woods?
Whatever.
Whatever.
What? Fibig wants to come
Whatever.
while he's invisible?
Why
No.
is Fibik wanted in all these places?
Because he's a
I
menace.
guess you can ask
Because he's
him later.
cringe.
He's cringe.
That'll be a great interaction between Fibik and Mayorwin later on.
All right.
Now,
So,
listen.
bottom line, Fibik and Hephaestus aren't coming. Darkanon's off doing his own thing. So it's Spencer, Arv, Raoul, and Mayorwin all going to the black market.
Black market.
Curtis, do you want to be involved in the black market? Because I'll give you another
No,
potion.
I don't care.
Okay, then
I'm about
save
to
our resources.
I'm about to buy one of those boxes that has like an illegal version of Netflix on it.
Betblix.
Beckablix.
Off.
All right. Let's go. I'll lead the posse to the black market.
Let's go acquire some questionably valuable goods.
Alright. I don't have a map for it, but you guys find the place. And you find the secret guard there, and you give him the password, and you're in. And it's inside of an abandoned building.
What's the password? I need to
An
know.
abandoned warehouse, actually. And it
Can I
has
have a password?
it has several items available for purchase. Just people milling around. There are cages there with animals and also sentient beings in cages.
Oh, why did we come here?
Also, quite the array of magical items.
Hmm.
You can even get magical
Oh.
drugs here.
Magical drug. Hold on.
Sweet wampum.
Which I haven't
Exactly.
designed yet, but if you are looking for something of that nature, you can.
Get yourself some sweet wampum here.
Yeah. Sweet wampum for sale.
I'm almost done with getting the legitimate magical items done, so I'm making homebrew ones, and I've been looking into things like magical drugs, or how much for this werewolf to bite me and turn me into a werewolf. That sort of thing.
Okie dokie. I'm looking for like a hole in the wall place, some place that doesn't look like it gets much traffic, but it's been there for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want Merwin to roll investigation?
If that's what Marilyn
What?
wants to do.
I mean, are you communicating this to me?
No,
Okay.
I'm just out here.
I would like to browse around and see and look for defensive items. Unfortunately, I can't buy too much, especially because I want to be attuned to the stuff I'm attuned to. But I'm looking for shields or amulets or stuff that can defend me.
Welcome to the best defense.
Looking to defend yourself or deal some damage.
Yeah. Or to deal some damage.
Elder
Um,
Scrolls games are great.
pretty good. There are definitely some voice acting legends up in there. Um,
Ah,
In some ways.
in all ways, Curtis. Yeah, I'm looking.
Spencer, you
That
find
shop from. Like that shop from
Spen-
Gremlins, where he gets the gremlin from.
yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
All right.
Maybe a
Find
Chinaman.
a
Who knows?
vaguely offensive Chinese-looking person selling all sorts of critters in cages,
Hmm.
and perhaps even some cursed items for your enemies.
William, just to interrupt because I'm going to. What kind of things are in cages that are sentient? Are they people or like monsters?
That depends on what you
There's
believe.
some overlap between those.
Okay,
It's
if you
actually
could.
mostly kobolds.
Okay, those aren't people.
Damn.
Carry on.
I mean, there are some humans and elves and half-elves.
Dang.
I think actually my next character is going to be a kobold.
So you're being racist.
Don't tell me
William.
you're getting tired of Batman.
The Atman. That's just a time and space that Atman weren't. Yeah, let me roll investigation for my
What for?
investigating of a place that looks like I want to be at it. Understand?
I mean, you already found the place that you were describing.
Oh, they're just selling animals?
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm describing,
cursed
because I don't have a
items.
map for it, I'm just kind of generally describing what's available at the market.
That's fine. It's the black market. We should have our own headcanon for how deep and dank it is.
Deep and dank.
Deepest, dankest black market imaginable.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the guy because he definitely has got some connections if he's got all sorts of beings and cursed items. I'm gonna say to the Chinaman, and I'm going to speak and say that I'm looking for a place with I'm looking for a vendor with more unusual taste. Something that'll really put some hair on my chest when I clink my chest.
I don't know if Arv is capable of growing hair.
He's not. He could use a nice toupee, though.
Zach making me come up with interesting stuff on the fly.
Be like that. And Arv's going to. How many dragon scales do I have? I think I have 6, but let me look. I have 8. Let's go. Gang, gang. Arv's gonna take one of his dragon scales out and kind of like tweedle it in his fingers in front of the guy.
I see.
You ever tweedle before?
Not
So
even one
much
time.
tweedling.
I'm a tweedler
So
myself.
much tweedling.
Mr. Mogwai.
Me. Uranium rats. So I'm still looking through different things that he might be willing to sell you. A cranium rat is a rat modified by a mind flayer. It looks like a normal rat, except its brain case is exposed and transparent, so you can see it inside, and it also gives off a little light. Interesting thing about them is that, well, the vendor claims that they're invisible to divination spells, which makes them ideal spies.
I bet they're pretty good
Oh.
carrying cases as well.
He says you can. I'm selling them for 25 gold apiece. He says do that, and I'll set it up so they'll follow your commands.
Um,
Why is it so cheap?
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not really looking to buy any animals or cursed items. I'm looking more for some dragon pieces.
Dragon pieces, eh?
Yes.
What, like a dragon heart?
No, not pieces of a dragon. Dragon, like this bow here. Have I shown you my bow yet?
Looks at your bow. Right, and he's handling it. He says, "Ah, yes." Says we did have some pieces sent in from what are they called? The marshlands. Clan Oragoth occasionally sends over items. Let me find a little something.
The bow is from Clan Orgoth, or was said to be when I got it? Question mark.
Yeah, that's what the vendor claimed. Cool dragon stuff. I'm thinking up cool potion ideas.
I'm also kind of looking for a better dragon vessel, but also that's not specifically what I'm looking for. Just if one pops up or happens to pop up.
Well, they would have that. The one you have right now is at stirring level.
Slumbering.
Slumbering. Oh, all right then.
Alrighty then.
You know you can just buy those at the legitimate market, right?
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's not really what I'm looking for. It's just I'll probably just buy those off off RP.
Let's see. All right, he says that we've got some hot items that we're looking to move quick, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, sounds like my kind of items.
Mm-hmm.
I was
So
gonna
much
say,
dragon stuff.
I'd like to see these items. I might be able to take one or two off your hands. Who knows? I might even buy in bulk, pretending that I'm rich.
All right, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Good old 2, unnatural 1.
That's sad.
Right. Right. The seller gets a little nervous in your presence.
I'm
And,
not a fed.
I'm wondering, are you one of the feds?
Yeah.
Says, it's not often that somebody come in wanting just to browse, you know. How do you find this place anyway?
I was gonna say, a memory string, or I came across a memory string. You see, I'm not from town.
Is what on the ground?
He's gonna say, no, it was given to me. However, I'm not at liberty to say by who.
What on the ground?
Mhm. This evil salesman strokes his evil beard and says, "Well, it looks like I'm fresh out of all of those things." Says, there's m- things that we have there spoken of for other buyers. I think you might want to move along, little man.
Little man.
Are we inside of a building?
It's like a warehouse.
Okay. And is there people in here, or is it very secluded like I was looking for?
Yeah, in the whole warehouse. There's maybe like 100 people.
Um,
About 8 different salesmen.
Arv is going to turn into gas with his gaseous form vapor body feature trait and
Mm-hmm.
kind of float towards him and whisper in his ear.
Whisper sweet nothings.
Yeah, sweet
It's for
nothings in
real
his ear.
estate.
You can, if you want to keep it a secret, you can whisper. Actually, can you speak in gaseous form?
Actually, I don't know.
No, I don't think you can.
On the form you target can't talk. Never mind. Yeah. I'll just fly into his nostrils. Just joking.
Wow.
Okay, I will not do that then. Arv is going to damn, that's my other character. Can I roll nature to see if what I know about those animals that he claims are immune to divination magic?
Yeah. Also, I'll go ahead and add a couple other ones.
Okie dokie. I don't want to bother him. I just want to know about the one animal just because I want to call his bluff if he was lying about that and threaten him. Never mind.
You don't know.
I'm
Never
gonna-
heard of these freaky things.
I'm going to ask, the boys are next to me, right? Or am I alone? I
I guess they're all here.
Yeah.
Okay.
The boys and Merwin.
I'm going to say,
Honestly, I would probably stick around. I was going to say, now I'm wandering off, but no, I would stick around with
Yeah,
the,
this is a sketchy place.
I was going to say, hey guys, you ever heard of, what did he call the animals?
Cranium rat.
You ever heard of those cranium rats?
Never in my life. Could be a scam.
Do you
not
want?
that I'm aware of, but probably not.
Can Merwin roll investigation on this shopkeeper? See if he's on the level. Or insight.
That's insight, yes.
Okay.
I guess I'd also like to roll before I say that, in case I ruin your deal.
I only got 14. Oh, I should do it on Roll20. Well, I got 14 on D&D Beyond.
And I got 21.
Nice. Oh wait, when I roll insight, I treat it as an 8, so I get 19. I have ear
Ooh.
for dis-
Don't mind if I do.
Look at you, Murphys, and your crazy builds that can never fail skill checks.
Murphys are honestly the worst type of people on the planet Earth.
You know,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's clear to Raoul and Merwin, at least. that he's lying about not having anything to sell. However, this is because Arv has put him off with his questions. And he never does business with people he doesn't like.
And what about the rats?
Those are probably legitimate.
Mhm.
Rao
will say to the guy, my friend is young, don't mind his questions. He hasn't learned when to ask, and when not to.
He says, I think I'll be in charge of what I mind.
Gonna mind my fist in your.
Alright, well, he's young, okay? We can look elsewhere for goods. Don't need our business.
As you do that, maybe next time you come around, bring a face you don't need to hide behind a mask.
Arf's gonna say, "You think this is a mask, old man?"
I think he's talking about Raoul. I thought it was Raoul.
Oh, is he talking about
Raoul?
Raoul?
Wearing a mask.
Yes, I did smile at him.
No, I don't think that I'm gonna do that down here.
Uh,
I'll back off in case someone else is more charismatic and can sway them over to for Arv.
There's a whole bunch of vendors here, and everyone's gonna wander off towards the animals.
Yeah. Arf's gonna say, "I guess I'll take
Wait.
my scales and my platinum elsewhere."
You know what? Spencer is gonna. Do I want to? I can try.
Use your scary sword.
Exactly. I'd go for an intimidation tactic.
Which is funny if you know Spencer.
Scary sword.
What will you do / say? I feel like I need to get a map because you guys are gonna get a fight with the black market.
Type /
Probably
say.
are.
And then I could take all his loot.
Oh.
I don't think we're going to fight at the black market.
Why? Because we're not black?
Sorry, I'm checking something really quick.
Stop.
Spencer is black.
Yeah, Spencer is.
I think that means the same thing in the Forgotten Realms.
Alright,
Black.
so I'm basically gonna walk up and I will unsheath Doomwaker and kind of put it down next to him and lean on it, and I'm gonna just lean into him and say, "Listen, from the sound of things, it doesn't sound like you have a it sounds like if you don't sell to my friend Arv here, that you may come across more trouble than it's worth."
All right, big boy, roll intimidation.
Big boy.
Oh boy.
All right, where am I?
Does the sword give? What does the sword exactly do? It inflicts fear, or it just makes you scary?
No, it makes you angry. But I don't know if
Makes
Arv has been told that.
I was there when he found it.
You know that Ra called him out and that he was uncomfortable after he touched it, but that's probably about it.
Yeah. Spicy.
Advantage 18. All right, so Spencer, when you pull out your sword, suddenly some people around stand up. And one of them, a couple of them actually, start to change and their faces grow longer. They start
Ew.
sprouting teeth and they pull out weapons. Anyone who's present can go ahead and roll nature to see what these guys' deal is.
Are they were-rats? I'm present, but like across the way.
Yeah, that's good enough. There's Mayor when you need her.
Spencer's
Smart one.
too busy being scary.
I'm too busy cutting a deal.
Everyone's too busy not getting in.
I was like juggling the bloodgrass salesman.
Merwin's
And
like, I
this-
just met these guys. We don't need their issues yet.
Alright. Looks like none of you rolled high enough to successfully identify these guys. Though they are rather rat-like in appearance now.
Mm.
Anyway, the shopkeeper puts his hand up in a calming gesture and he says, "Easy, easy." Some of the guys back off a little, though they're still in their ratly form. They still have weapons drawn. He says to Spencer, "I don't think you know where you are." And he says, "Down here, we're all just trying to get by." Says, "Say we don't agree with the reigning authorities about what's good to buy and sell." Says, "We're all friends here." Says, "So we don't need words like those, do we?"
Spencer will laugh and he'll kind of pick his sword back up and sheath it again. He says, something along the lines of, I'm glad we see eye to eye. We're just looking to buy just the same as you are looking to survive. I'm not. I want to base. Sorry, I'm going to go back into like a little bit more metagaming. I'm gonna say something along the lines of like, I just wanted to let, I'm just letting you know that we're serious buyers. That we're not afraid to use unorthodox tactics.
Yeah.
All right. And he says, all right. I'm willing to sell if it gets you out of here."
Spencer will nod and move back to a more guard position.
I was going to say, your generosity is appreciated, sir. You bastard.
Okay, I have an idea. Item I've been meaning to make for a while. And you may be able to get it at quite the discount.
Sweet womp.
Alright. So he does bring out his dragon type items.
Oh.
One of them is a urn covered in black scales. He says this item here generates all sorts of potions and useful liquids. Says it can even this item here will even get you an unlimited supply of booze. Alright. He also brings out a scimitar crackling with electricity. As he sets it down on the table, you can see a small arc of electricity coming between his hands and the blade, which stops once he's laid it down. He also produces a piece of paper, a drawing. Says, And if you're willing to spend the bitcoins, I've got something here that could get you quite a lot closer to dragons than most people ever come.
Do tell.
The drawing is of a potion bottle.
What bottle?
Potion bottle. Lastly, it uses a wand that appears to be made out of dragon bone.
Curious. Very curious.
He asks you how much you're willing to spend. What's your budget range?
I was gonna say, depends. I have a few rare items myself, and currently I'm only carrying a few thousand gold. But I could also throw in some dragon scales for your trouble. I know they come in handy with creating items such as this black dragon scales.
Says, well, I don't make, but I do sell. I'd be willing to buy them off your hands, though. That's trade.
Arv will place 8 dragon scales. Or actually, Arv is going to place 6 dragon scales. Onto the table. Along with, actually no, just the 6 dragon scales, and yeah. And he says, how much for 6?
6 dragon scales.
Black dragon scale.
All right.
Like my coffee.
He says he'll take the lot for 600.
I was gonna say 650. And I'll buy some of your items there.
Says, well, we'll take that into consideration. Which one would you like to buy?
Did he ever actually tell me what the drawing of the potion bottle even did? He just said it let you get closer to dragons than normal people would be able to.
Yeah. 1 second, I'm writing out the prices he's going to list for these items.
Okey-dokey.
The wand is interesting because I'm making it up right now as to how much it's going to cost.
Right. And wands are used by wizards, though, right?
Not always. Some wands do not require attunement by a wizard or a spellcaster at all.
I remember those.
Yeah.
I was looking at one of the possible items. I could get a wand of magic missile for Spencer, which
That's
is just
spicy.
surreal.
Leviosa.
Stop. Yeah, Brittany?
Stomp.
Procession.
What was that?
You added that poison that I told Arcanon to take, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Malice.
Okay. There I've listed the prices. The urn costs 5,000. The lightning sword 4,000. The potion bottle is the most expensive item, which is why he's not showing you the actual bottle, but rather a drawing of it, which is 8,800, and then the dragon bone wand is 4,800. He says that someone who drinks from the potion bottle will become a dragon for a short time. And he holds out his hands, and not a little one, but a big one, an adult. Because I don't know what kind of chaos you're looking to create. But I guarantee you, this will help you do it.
Arv's gonna going to not buy that one. However, he's going to push one of the dragon scales to the sword to show that he's interested in that. Is it a sword or a sickle?
It's a sword.
Okay.
It is a scimitar specifically.
Ah, yes. To the scimitar, and he's also going to ask about the wand. He's going to say, does this take attunement of a wizard or spellcaster?
And he says, nope. Just, oh, actually, this is hard to balance in my head. He says, yes, only spellcasters can use this one.
And what does it offer?
Says, this is an instrument for raising the dead.
Oh,
And he says, with this, you could have some loyal zombies. Says they could carry heavy loads, or they could stand guard, or they could, I don't know. And he gives a mischievous look. Says, maybe deal with some people you don't need. Specifically, this wand lets you cast Animate Dead up to 3 times a day.
Rao's gonna
Anime to dead.
Rao's gonna shout from behind. Not that we'd ever need that, or that I would use it, but if we needed that, we could do it for free.
this is true.
He says, that one's a steal indeed. As for the sword, says this sword comes from the lair of a blue dragon who was slain in the Anarak Desert by some soldiers of the realm. As I don't know if they were supposed to take this from its hoard, but it found its way to me anyway. Okay, and let me look up its abilities. Alright. He says, with this, you'll cut deeper and be more accurate than with other blades. He says, and as you can see, he says, waving his hand over it, and you can see the lightning arcing like those lightning balls that they used to have at Chuck E. Cheese
Right.
and other places. Says it's still got some of that draconic power infused in it. Says, and sometimes when you strike true, some of that power will leap from your opponent to others nearby. Specifically, this is a Dragon's Wrath weapon, Stirring.
Pretty sick.
So it does an extra 1d6 lightning damage on a hit. and when you get a crit with it, some of that damage leaps to nearby targets.
1d6,
Also plus
you said?
1. Yeah, I can actually just copy paste it for you.
Hmm.
Anyway, so that's the sword. It's a scimitar.
Right.
Alright, the
Arv's-
Dragon Bone Wand lets you cast Animate Dead. The potion bottle turns you into a dragon for an hour. And the urn, if you're interested in it, you can explain that as well.
No, that's alright. The urn is nice, however, it is expensive, and I don't even have that much money, and also I want that sword. Arv's going to push all the dragon scales towards the sword. As well as, or the dragon scales to the sword, as well as put a bell branch out.
You're gonna trade that?
I don't use it anymore, and it needs attunement.
Oh.
And you will also take actually, he's going to, when he pushes the scales, is he going to keep his hand over the scales and reach in his pocket? Actually, he's not going to do it. Yeah, so he's going to put the dragon scales up along with the bell branch and 3,500 gold pieces, and explain how much gold pieces that is.
Alright, and you're putting this gigantic bag of coins up there, having him brought in on a wheelbarrow. Alright. And he says, for all these three together, it's yours. Meaning the scales, the bell branch, and your pile of money.
Gotcha. He's going to say, deal.
Alright.
He's going to say, now about the wand. He's going to say, did you, and he'll take the sword. He said, did you, you said some items you were looking to get rid of rather quickly. Might I ask how long you've had this item in inventory?
Says, I could. Why do you want to know?
Arv's going to say, well, I'm not a, I'm not too familiar with wands myself. I'm just trying to infer if the prices as if the somewhat steep prices if the item's somewhat worth the steep price. He's gonna say there's it's not too uncommon that someone can cast Raise Dead on their own without a Dragon Bone Wand. It seems rather gratuitous to spend so much gold on it.
And he says, clearly, you don't know what you're looking at. I could sell this for 3 times the price.
He's
If
going
it
to say,
weren't
then
that
why
I need
haven't you?
to move. this because I have to move it quickly, and not everyone can afford the sorts of things you can. Says if I
Hmm.
can't sell it here, then maybe I'll take it to one of the enclaves. Maybe Filer now. Says, who knows? What do you say? 4,800. He
Yeah, Arv
claims he could sell it for 3 times as much.
is going to say, "Would you give it to me for this?" And he's going to reach in his pocket and pull out one of the glass eyes.
Whoa!
He says, "What's that?"
Whoa.
Arv's going to say, "Huh, I guess you don't know what you're looking at." And he'll turn around to leave.
Rao's gonna help usher him away from the guy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, keep going, Arv.
Keep
Keep
walking.
walking.
Roll charisma, Arv.
Oh. Oh,
Damn.
Lets you walk.
good.
All right.
Very
That's
good.
fine.
Rao's
Don't mind
gonna
if I do.
bend in close to Arv and say, "What are you doing?"
I was gonna say, if he knew about it, surely he was going to give us some information on it. But there's no need to fear. He doesn't know anything about it.
Says that doesn't mean other people watching don't. Is anyone looking at us after he pulled that
Yeah,
out?
well, I would have meant to be sneakily about showing it to him, so I could roll sneak if you'd like, Mr. William.
You can
Or
roll
stealth.
sleight of hand
Sleight of hand.
retroactively.
That's
Alright.
pretty good.
And both of you can go ahead and roll perception to see if there's anybody looking your way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Alright, looking around, you can see that some of those Ratley guys from before haven't taken their gaze off of you the whole time. You can sense that they're enforcers.
Do they care about the eye?
They're watching you as you go. Whether or not it's because of Spencer's display earlier or because of the eye, you can't tell.
I doubt it. Also, I would doubt that they knew much more than the shopkeeper of rare magic items does about such things.
All right. Well,
After all, even what's her face didn't know who the glass eyes were until just recently, and she's
well,
like a thief, got lord.
who? Oh, Tempura.
Tempera. All right, I have a new sword.
Fancy.
What is this sword called?
Nice.
Alright, that's enough of that purchase. For the rest of you here on the black market, are you looking for anything in particular?
Armor.
I'm already done.
Armor. Why are you guys going to the black market for these sorts of things?
Well, I specifically am trying to get any armor that Hephaestus can wear.
You can make that, or you could get that made. It's actually not that
Oh,
expensive.
can you? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually care about going to the black market for this. I'm literally just trying to protect the peeps, protect my peeps. You know.
What a guy.
Merwin wants to look at the animals.
It's like going to the zoo, except horrifying.
Specifically, she would like something like an intelligent bird that she could use to send messages. But I don't know if that's a thing. I know
Well,
there's
there are
figurines
intelligent.
for it. But...
Well, there are intelligent birds. I have to break out my sheet of all the monsters and find if there's an intelligent bird that may be for sale. This is why I always ask you guys what you're doing in the session so that I can prepare.
Mhm.
Ranked. We don't even know what we're doing in the
I
session.
didn't know we were going to the black market.
Yeah.
Sorry. A raven or
Okay.
something that matches the wings would be sick. Just saying.
That's interesting.
Don't worry about it,
And
William.
how
We'll
much-
figure it out later.
And how much might it cost?
I'm literally just searching for the thing while I'm here. But no, I really just went to the black market because
Everyone else.
I know about black markets. Just gotta protect my boys.
You should look into some adamantine armor.
Oh, I don't think I have Fizban's Treasury of Dragons.
I actually have on an adamantine split right now.
Well, there
You
is a
should have
better
access-
version, I think. Plate.
Zach, you should have access to that content, even if you don't own it, because you're part of our campaign. We're
Hmm.
still sharing for months now.
Dragon's Wrath weapon. I see it.
I do not. When I
Okay,
type in
I found
dragons,
it,
I see
and I'm gonna
Dragon's
add
Blood,
it to your
Potion of
sheet.
Dragon's Majesty. Okay, thank you.
Merwin would also be interested in bracelets of archery.
I have those,
Okay.
which I'll probably
It's
take
a-
off because I have to attune to this weapon, I'm sure.
Do you want to sell it to me?
Yeah.
I could probably just give them to you.
That's nice of you.
Depending on if this sword needs attunement, which I'm sure it does.
Yeah, it does.
It has a lot of attuning items already too.
That's what I'm saying, it's rough times.
All right. Merwin, as you approach some of the cages, there is one on top that has an eagle in it. But this isn't your normal, average, everyday eagle. This is a giant eagle. Our party's super familiar with those.
How giant is giant?
Let's see. Eagle is large size, while a normal eagle would be about medium size.
Okay.
So it's basically the size of a condor in real life. More than
Ooh.
a 10-foot wingspan. Quite a lot larger than a bald eagle. This miserable creature is in a cage far too small for it. And it's got some twine wrapped around its beak to keep it from making too much noise. Go ahead and roll nature.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I should do it on here.
Zach, if you didn't hear, I went ahead and added the weapon to your sheet.
Thank you, sir.
It should be there if you refresh.
Thank you, sir.
I made a pretty sad nature roll.
Right.
Alright. So obviously a big bird. Raptors like these tend to be intelligent, but you're not sure too much about this particular breed. Anyway, the salesman sees you eyeing the creature. He says, "Oh, you like that one, do you?" Says, "Well, if you've got the coin, I've got a bird for you."
If you've got the coin, I've got the wares.
Merwin says, "Tell me about the breed."
He says, "This is no ordinary eagle." He says, "This giant variety is quite a smart bird. As I've heard and do believe that these kind understand human speech." He says, "They're not as smart as a human, as you can see." He says, looking up towards it and grinning.
Got caught like
He
an
says,
idiot.
I managed to capture this one in a trap. He says, "It could be yours for the mere price of 300 gold."
Merwin will say, "Will you take the twine off its beak?" Or no, actually, he probably won't do that. She'll turn and address the eagle. And she'll be like, "I don't believe in coercion, but you look pretty miserable there. Move your head side to side. And give a little hop if you understand me. I'd like to free you from this place.
The eagle does as you have instructed, rather
It does.
slowly.
Okay, can I also roll insight on the shopkeeper, see if he was telling the truth?
Sure.
30. Sorry, I did it on D&D Beyond. I keep forgetting.
Alright. You look at this man and you see into his very soul. As you can his entire life, beginning with it from his childhood, flashes before your eyes. And you're there for days. No. Okay, you can see
Is
that
that-
he honestly believes what he's saying, but you can also tell that he's rather stupid. And him believing it and him being correct are two different things. You can see that he did capture this bird himself. I'm going to expand your insight check to work on the bird as well, because it's so high. You can see that it is quite sharp. Has been monitoring your conversation ever since it began.
All right. Does any of this insight give me insight into how to talk him lower?
Oh, yeah. This salesperson is vulnerable to flattery. Says, if you extol his abilities, he may be willing to accept you as a friend.
What pretty eyes you have, sir.
All right, just one moment, sorry.
Roll, you can roll investigation on your request.
Yeah, we are. Okay, my family just got here, so I'm gonna make this quick. Merwin will turn to him and say, an intelligent animal indeed. Hello?
Yeah, I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Merwin will turn to him and say, an intelligent animal indeed, which speaks highly of your skill as a hunter.
He says, well, I have learned all my life. He says, some get close to nature magic to be at one with the animals, but others, like me, know that we can bring them into our civilization and be their masters.
All right. Merwin will say, she'll say, a practical and wise approach. I salute you for it.
All right.
Sorry.
Says, I like your attitude. Says, how about 280 and I'll give you the bird.
Merwin says, 280 will be fine, sir. I'll just go with that. She says, 280 sounds great. It's a pleasure to with you. And she'll hand it over.
All right. You hand over the money and he gives you the whole thing, the cage and the bird inside of it.
Okay, cool. And William, you know what else I want to buy, so should we just say I bought it?
Sorry, what?
I said, you know what else I want to buy. Can we just say I bought it?
Hello.
My
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Most likely in. Oh no, she is.
Holy crap, Dan! You have a 142, 140.
And are there any bursters of archery available? Oh wait, no, we already talked about that. Okay, forget that. I'm done. I think I've got what I want.
Okay, are you and Danny leaving the session?
I probably, yeah. Let Danny buy what he wants real fast, and I think I'm done for now.
Okay.
Thank you. It was fun.
Sure.
I have a giant burb, and I look forward to interacting with it later.
All right.
Okay. See ya.
All right. Danny, you're looking for defensive items.
Yep, armor, amulets, anything to give me an edge, because I got down to like 5 health in the last battle, and that's not very comfy, TM.
All right.
I like
So
those
if you've played the Elder Scrolls games, you know that one of the highest levels of armor is the Daedric armor. And
Yeah.
armor very similar to this is available at one of the shops. Shopkeeper sees you marching around in your heavy armor and asks, I don't suppose you'd like an upgrade.
Oh boy, would I! Sure. Wait, can you hear me? Oh yeah, okay.
I can hear you. And he says, look at this. He says that this was brought back by adventurers who have plundered the depths of the abyss. As this armor was peeled off a demon warrior. He says, it wasn't easy. It took 5 powerful spellcasters to bring this creature down. But this armor is very fine. And, it can be all yours.
What's the price on that?
Says, all yours for a mere 2,000.
That sounds almost too good to be true, which probably means it is. I would like to see if I can see any signs of like a curse on it.
All right, go ahead and roll Arcana.
All right.
Nope. It's pretty nifty armor.
That's some cool looking armor. You know what? I could be swayed. I'm gonna ask him what if he is aware of what defensive capabilities this armor bestows upon the wearer.
Says, I see you've got a big sword there. How about you try swinging at it?
I'll shrug and I'll go ahead and swing my sword at the spooky Daedric armor.
Alright, it bounces off. Says, look at that.
Ooh.
Says, even a great sword can't pierce this power. And look at these, and he draws your attention to the gauntlets. He says, underneath the fingertips of here are demon claws. Says, not only do you get this excellent craftsmanship, but also some of the slashing power that this demon once had.
Right. I was just about to ask something. Do I remember it? I was going to. Oh, I'm going to ask. This sounds, like a wonderful deal. I'm in a black market, so the reason it's so cheap is probably because you stole it from whoever actually owns it. But you know what? I'm not too far above buying stolen goods if it gives me an edge in battle. One last question, and this is more kind of like I don't know how I would phrase this in universe, but does this armor require attunement? But you know, like an
He said-
in-universe. If any way I could ask that in-universe without it being too meta.
Yeah, I still haven't figured out a good phrase for that. Soulbound, I guess. To steal a phrase from WoW. And he says, yes, indeed. He says, you'll have to attune the essences of the abyss. I think somebody of your stature shouldn't have any trouble with it at all.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna make one intelligence check, and that's always dangerous. Actually,
Of
I'm gonna
course.
make it a wisdom check because that's slightly less dangerous. Just flat wisdom.
Flat wisdom.
Just for myself.
It was almost a 2.
That was almost a
Good
2.
job for not being a 2.
Yeah, good. Literally, like he was gonna straight out buy that. I'm going to. Okay. What this really was I don't want to unattune to some of my other items. So I'm gonna kind of look at him and say that's tough that it requires attunement. Do you have any other armor that would not require attunement?
All you people and your needs.
Right. I just got some winged boots and it'd feel bad to sell them, but I'm already attuned to them and I need to fly. And then the other stuff is really good and I can't like unattune to them during battle to put on some really cool armor.
How much money do you need?
Oh, I have the money for this armor. It's only 2,000.
Oh.
But
the
I
attunement
don't.
slots.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough times in the street.
So
But okay, so I rolled a 1 on the Arcana, or essentially a 1 on the Arcana check. So I just think it's cheap but I rolled really high on my Wisdom. If it was like 11 or lower, I was going to buy it right there.
wow. He says, well, I do have one other set. What kind of armor do you have? Is it
I currently
plate?
have splint armor, adamantine splint.
Adamantine splint.
But I would, anybody who's looking or who has spent time with me knows that my armor is kind of beat up, really dinged. It's just anybody who's anybody knows. And I'm looking for higher AC armor. And I know there's not a lot higher than splint, but if I can find some plate armor.
Magical. Alright. He says, well, let me ask you a question. Dwarves or elves?
Dwarves. Dwarves are the better. Well, I'm going to. I trust dwarves better. Dwarves have better. Are better at smithing.
Alright. Says, I thought you might say so. I noted your armor there. Some fine adamantine. Says, I think that the kind I've got back here could be even better. As you've got gaps between those strips of metal. Says, but here I have armor with no gaps. Interested?
Very interested. How much? Or very interested. I'd like to take a look.
All right. And he pulls back a curtain, and you see a fine set of full adamantine plate armor.
Ooh.
Fancy indeed.
All right. How much?
Now,
Oh, sorry.
says this one for $2,000. Says, but if you're wondering what that was about the elves, yeah, pulls back another curtain, and you see another set of plate armor. Only this one is made from the sister metal mithril. And he says, from the dwarves, sturdiness, but from the elves, silence. He takes a little stick and wraps it on this second suit of armor. Only you hear no sound. He says, imagine being completely protected and completely unheard. So he's showing you a set of adamantine plate armor, which AC 18, and you're immune to crits, or a set of mithril plate armor, which is AC 18, and it doesn't impose disadvantage on stealth checks. Adamantine is 2,000, and the mithril is 23. Not 23,000. 2,300.
2,000. Okay, I was about to say, wait a minute. I'm bad at stealth anyway. I'm going to admire the mithril, but I will stick with the adamantine.
That's my guy. We can both be bad stealth boys together.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stealth is for nerds like Mare when she's in the other room. I don't know if she can hear me.
Just message it to her so she can read it later. Nerd.
All right, I'll go ahead and subtract 2,000 gold. I will ask him if he would like if I traded him the adamantine splint that I'm currently wearing, if I could get some sort of a discount on that.
Well, a
Actually,
trade-in.
you know what? I'll ask him specifically because this is something that might actually come into effect. If I trade him the adamantine armor, if he will help me acquire a better fit for the armor, since I am quite large, and adamantine armor that will fit most people will probably not fit me.
You know what? You're a medium-sized creature, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay.
It would be a problem if there was a difference between small and large.
Right. Okay. Well, then if I could
while
trade
these
it in.
all these dwarven plates were made for somebody quite a bit smaller, it's okay because it can be tailored to fit.
Perfect. All right. If I trade in my armor and he doesn't stab me while I'm trading in my armor, I will. I would like to trade that in and buy some adamantine plate armor.
All right. He says that he'll take your old armor off your hands for 1 second.
See, the black market, you don't know if you're going to get stabbed or what. It's always fun.
He says that he'll give you a 15% discount on the plate armor if you trade in the old armor.
That's fair. You can buff this up. This is also, I don't know if this is Dwarven made or Giant made. It's been too long, but I will gladly take a 15% discount for trading it in.
All right.
It's like buying a new car.
It'll cost you 1,700 instead of 2,000.
Perfect. I'll trade him the 1,700 gold and my old armor for some adamantine plate.
Oh. One day you might have armor class as high as Exodus.
One day.
What was his armor class again?
It's like 18
like
or something.
23 or something.
As I'm trading in this,
insane.
as I'm trading in the splint armor, I'm going to explain that what he sees on there are some runes. They are magically inscribed using my knowledge of the giants. They will disappear within an hour or so as I'm going to reinscribe them onto this plate armor.
He says, "Well, I appreciate your honesty. We don't see much of that down here."
I'll shrug and say, "Well, you've been you've been honest with me. No, he hasn't. That armor is
He
definitely
stabs you.
cursed. The other armor is definitely cursed. You've been honest with me, so I figured I would return the favor.
Yeah.
All right. And you have an excellent day, my warrior. Says, go out and have victory, he says enthusiastically.
Thank you, fine shopkeep. All right, inventory. Let me subtract the 1,700 gold, and then I am also going to go spend time with family.
All right, get out of here.
Good luck, guys.
Shopping sesh. Have a good time. What's Arcanon doing? Which direction did he head when he left?
Going off to some alley.
Some dark
Some
alley.
Alley.
Some tiefling gang meetup? What a loser.
He's meeting up with the assassins that Tassilo hired way back when.
Yeah, the bad assassins. They didn't even do their job.
Yeah, they kind of. That's why I'm not trying to teach them to do the job better.
That's good. They need it.
He's gonna be like Uncle Iroh teaching that guy to mug better.
Who did he hire them to assassinate again?
Some people you met in a tavern.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I don't remember.
Raoul, aside from what you mentioned earlier, your bloodgrass, is there anything else you're looking to purchase in this black market?
Nope, that's all I really wanted. I bought everything else outside.
Right then.
Alrighty then.
And I don't need any haggling because it's annoying. And I have enough money. And I don't want to do math.
Alright. With that, I guess the party is exiting the black market.
Alright. So that means Ral and Marin will go off to do their thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Arcanon, you finish up your thing. Are you just gonna wait for them to come back?
Yeah, I suppose I am. Yes.
In that case, you guys will all meet up conveniently after finishing your business at this beholder fountain.
Perfect,
Which, by the
Ral.
way, is kind of freaky because most people are afraid of these things, but they built a fountain of them.
I was thinking that.
Ral is gonna pass out 3 flasks of holy water to each person. I think we have 6, right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hephaestus doesn't get any. Each humanoid gets 3 flasks of holy water.
When you give Argon the holy water,
he's just gonna be like, "Oh, you're really taking this seriously."
I take everything seriously.
A little bit of the holy water splashes on Arcanon's
No.
hand, and he's like, "Ouch!"
Oh, does it burn you too?
It probably would, yeah.
Well, he's also gonna say, please don't
Demon
splash it on
spawn.
me from the back or the front or anything because it'll affect me the same way that it affects the other guy. So get you
Alright, so
some
everybody's
holy
got
water.
their-
You think with Arcanon on your team.
you're gonna need that?
Always such confident characters that never get in trouble.
Can you leave already?
Wow!
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah, what are we doing with 3 characters?
Well, Arcanon wanted to have.
have. Are you muted, Brittany? Okay. Arcanon wanted to have a meeting with everyone to go over the strategy, how it's actually going to work, because he's never actually really gone over it with you guys, and Arcanon thinks that it'll change your guys' mind once you hear the strat. But I don't know if I just go over it with you guys and then we go over it again next week or what.
Yeah, so normally we don't play when 2 players are missing. So how are we going to handle this?
Do you want to explain it twice, Curtis, or do you want to just type it up and let people read it at their leisure?
That's not fun though.
Or you want to do it next time?
I just
I
want
just
to
want to
do
do
it
it
with the
with
role.
the role play present, Brittany.
Well, then next time would be everyone. Or we could do it twice, but that would kind of,
I
guess let's do it next time.
I mean, we could roleplay it twice, but
No,
No,
I'm not
we're
gonna
not
roll.
play it twice. Brittany,
huh?
I'm gonna get you a headset so that I can't hear myself twice.
I have a toggle, okay? And I have a headset, but it broke, and I don't want to sit in the bedroom with my cool mic because it's cold.
That's the only thing worse than hearing Brittany once.
You don't hear Brittany twice, you hear Curtis twice.
I hear what I want to hear.
That's true.
What?
Oh.
Man, William, I guess you got a whole hour to do background RP with Ral.
Wait,
but William, did you see the chat thing on the price of those items?
Oh yeah, if you want to do more shopping.
I did see that, but I was busy figuring out the other thing.
I mean, you could just do that through text. That's fine. No problem.
Man, I was thinking everyone was going to the black market to buy slaves.
Ooh, actually.
Yeah, Ral is reporting the slaves, so.
Wow, narking on the black market people.
Yeah, he
Hardcore
is.
pro.
It's like he's a good guy or something. He's just a jerk at the same time. Well,
Yeah,
Arb's trying to buy
Arcanon's the
undead
only-
wands.
Arcanon and Fivic are the only truly good guys here.
Yeah, but Fibic is
Okay,
dumb, so it gets him
so-
minus points.
No.
You're asking about potions? Just any kind
and if
of
there's any
potion?
way to, I guess, armor for Hephaestus, but we could just mold that from regular armor, I suppose.
What's Hephaestus's armor class?
I don't. I can look it up real quick.
I'm gonna pull it up, but yeah, his natural armor class just from being a dragon is 17.
Yeah, but he could become the next Exodus.
Well, because he's medium oh. Actually, I guess you would be buying barding for him. Because he doesn't have the normal humanoid shape, and there's barding for like the Mastiff, which is a medium-sized mount. So yeah. As far as potions, well, there was that potion that Arv mentioned. Potions of giant strength of different varieties.
How much is a potion of speed, supreme healing, and water breathing? Those are the 3 that I want.
Potion of speed, you said?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That one's 400 gold.
Okay.
Potion of supreme healing?
Yes.
The big one?
Yes.
That's 1,350. It's rather pricey for a single potion, but it's there.
big potion.
It is the big boy potion for high level characters like yourself.
It's the most powerful potion.
Um,
Strongest
It's the
potion.
most powerful healing potion in the game.
I'm surprised
Although
you
you
can
could
handle
look
it.
into buying your cleric some spell scrolls, and maybe you could cast a heal on you.
Yeah, maybe my
Okay.
cleric can actually learn healing spells.
But you
I'm
could
just
get him
kidding,
spell
Brittany.
scrolls, and then he wouldn't even have to prepare. Get yourself some spell rot tattoos and heal yourself.
Yeah, man, we need more spell rot tattoos in this group.
Brittany, don't you want to take the life transference spell? Such a good healing spell.
It is really cool, and I'm sure that I could get it because he's a death cleric. But it's also necromancy.
Oh, one of
That's why I
One
said
of my
that.
neat homebrew items that nobody has commented on. I feel like I need to lay these out and tell you guys how cool they are. The Potion of Silver Tongue. It costs 2,100, so rather pricey, but it gives you the
For a
effect of the
one-use
glibness
item?
spell.
For a one-use item?
I didn't
Yeah,
hear
and
what it
here's
did
why.
because Brittany talked.
I'll never talk again. I heard him. He said the glibness spell.
Glibly.
Do you know what glibness does?
It makes you a good talker, man.
Glibness lasts for an hour, and it means that whenever you make a charisma check, you can't roll lower than a 15. It also means that magic can't detect if you're lying or not. So, yeah, its only downside is that it literally turns your tongue a silver color for the duration, which can tip off. However, it's very useful when you simply must succeed on your persuasion.